I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be here. Whatever makes this team, whatever allows this team to continue to grow and get better and do the things necessary to win and compete at the highest level.
Obviously, I'm sure, since we got him, everybody expected the Houston James Harden, but that's not who he is anymore. He's more of a playmaker. I thought, at times, could have been, as all of us, could have been more aggressive.
So there's a lot to digest here between the Lakers of it all and the Harden's not what he was of it all. Michael Wilbon, how about all this?
I mean, I still start with Harden, what appeared to me and to others I've talked to be like just not into it, not engaged, less than full effort, not getting back on defense. Hell, he committed turnovers and didn't even run three-quarter speed. It's like he's on a Sunday jog in the park to get back on a big man, on Bam, going down the court the other way with his turnover for a layup. I don't understand that. What is it that Harden, he talks his way out of Houston. He talks his way out of Brooklyn. He gets allegedly to a place we thought he wanted to be. And then last night in an elimination game, that's the performance we get? So, no, I don't know how close Brooklyn is. I don't know how close Philly is to being a serious contender. Because right now they're behind a string of teams in the East. And if all they do is hand him a pile of money and expect him to respond differently, they're going to be further down in that stack in the East.
Well, one thing I appreciate is Joel Embiid being open and honest. But James Harden has to get right before he get left, and that's just period point blank. When you look at Joel Embiid, he's zero tolerance as far as putting in the work, working on his skills. And James, he's the complete opposite. So at the end of the day, Joel Embiid has no problem with one, calling a person out, two, moving on from a person. We saw what he did with Ben Simmons.
Can we be honest and completely forthcoming about all of this? Daryl Morey had no choice but to keep Doc Rivers after that performance from James Harden last night. Can we sit back and imagine for 1 second if Daryl Morey and the 76ers had elected to go in a different direction from Doc Rivers after that performance from James Harden, knowing that ain't on the coach, when you attempt 2 shots in an entire second half for 22 minutes and 52 seconds? The man had no choice. And Woj, nobody's challenging the great Wojnarowski's report. We know he's right on the money with it. But I can assure you there was a time when Doc Rivers was concerned as to whether or not he would be brought back. When you go into a post-game conference and the media is asking you these questions for months and months, and they're bringing in Mike D'Antoni's name, and they're bringing up James Harden's name, and they're bringing up Daryl Morey and the triumvirate, the trifecta that they are. There was a lot of people very close to Doc Rivers and Doc Rivers himself that was relatively concerned about what was going to happen to him if things went awry. So the fact that James Harden came out and played the way he played in Game 6, an absolutely awful performance. Not to say that that's the reason that Doc Rivers is there. I'm saying that if you had made a different move, if you had removed Doc Rivers, imagine how the Sixers would be looking, and imagine what we would be saying about them right now, considering the way James Harden played.
Harden's performance almost felt like he was sending a message. At this point, we don't know.